Good evening, everybody, and welcome to St. Louis Park Oriole football against the Apple Valley Eagles. My name is Paul Bodwin. Sorry for the delay tonight. We had a storm of technical difficulties, but we are up and running now. You haven't missed much. The Eagles received the kickoff in the first quarter. They received the ball at about the 35, I think, yard line, and they've now been driving and are on the Oriole 40-yard line. It is third down and 12 to go.
Brings up 3rd and long.
And here we go. Big play for the Orioles if they can stop this drive by the Eagles. It's 3rd and 12, the ball on the 42-yard line. A little bit of a bobbled snap, some pressure coming. There's a flag on the play. He throws deep. He's got a man. It's caught, and it is received, waiting for a signal, and it is a touchdown pass for the Apple Valley Eagles, thrown to Noah Mergerson. I think I'm saying that right. Really nice design play, but let's see what the flag on the play might be. It possibly could be holding. And this is coming back, holding on the Apple Valley Eagles.
10-yard penalty.
That'll be a 10-yard penalty, and we will repeat 3rd down, but it'll back them up deeper into the Oriole territory, right about midfield. Oh no, they will go back into their own territory. We're looking at 3rd and 22 now. The Eagles would like to repeat what they had just done, and the Orioles would like to stop them. 8 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Again, sorry about the delay today, but we are up and running now with some beautiful Friday night lights on this fall evening. Quarterback back to drop, and he's got nowhere to go, and down he goes.
Down by number 10, Schrader.
It's brought down by Schrader, I believe, number 10. I'm operating by myself tonight, people, so forgive me if I'm a little backed up. And yes, that is Henry Schrader, the middle linebacker, with the sack. And now it's 4th down. Eagles in punt formation. 4th and 26 to go on the 44-yard line. Ben Bauer back to receive for the Orioles. The kick is up. It is good. It's a nice punt. Takes a neutral bounce, and the Eagles
Punt is down by the Eagles.
Down it at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for the Orioles. Their offense getting the first drive of their game. So again, as we have a little stop and play, sorry for the delay. You didn't miss much. The Eagles received the kickoff, and as you saw, drove down to about midfield. Got a little backed up, and we're not able to convert on 3rd and very long, and it is now the Orioles' ball at about the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 to go. Let's see what the Orioles can put together with their young quarterback in Josh Rickard. Oh, it's a bobbled handoff, and he's looking for room. Didn't quite get the blocking that he wanted. And that was number 17, Cooper Schultz, on the carry. Almost lost it, but focused and held on. It'll be 2nd down for the Orioles.
Short gain on the play brings up 2nd down.
Pickup of about 2 on the play. Got 2 receivers on the near side, 2 on the far side. And it's a give. Picking up a few more yards is, can't see the number. That is number 2, Mason Helfman on the carry. Picks up a couple of more yards. Should be about 3rd and 8 to go. Or 3rd and 6, my bad. So 3rd and 6 to go. The Orioles got 2 in the backfield, plus the quarterback and shotgun, and 2 receivers, 1 on each far side. And it's a fake give. He rolls out. He looks. He's got a man, and there he is. And that is number 16.
Number 12, Rickard.
Logan O'Dea, the tight end, for a 1st down for the St. Louis Park Orioles. And And they have got something cooking here about halfway through the first quarter. O'Day a little slow to get up. He's holding his knee. That's not good. Clock will stop. Trainers will come out. And he looks to be in pain. Hopefully he's okay. Nice fake handoff here on the part of Rickard. He rolls out, has to turn his body around, flings it over, puts it right in stride for O'Day, and somewhere in there he banged up his knee, it looks like. And he's still down, they're working with him. Does not appear to be a cramp, it's hard to tell. And you hate to see this, friends. So early in the season, so early in the game, with his hands on his face. Eagles all take a knee. Trainers doing their work, such an important job. And he's going to get up, that's a good sign. And he's able to put a little bit of weight on it. That's another good sign. So we'll keep you posted on any new news on Logan O'Day, who made a fine catch. Give the Orioles their first down on their first series of the game. But that he is able to put a little weight on that leg is a good sign. Hopefully he'll be okay and back in the game. Trainers will take good care of him. Orioles will get back out there on first down and 10. Ball on their own 48. Nope, on the Eagles 48. Sorry about that. First and 10 to go, 5:45 to play in the quarter. Takes the snap, and it is a give to number 2, who scampers around and finds another first down. That's a fine run for Mason Hellman.
Brought down by number 5 for the Eagles.
Number 5.
Orioles first down.
So the Orioles have got something cooking here. Nice pickup of 11 yards. It'll be first down and 10 on the 37-yard lines. The Orioles moving the ball both through the air and on the ground. Rickard takes the snap. It's another give. He's got a hole and pushes his way forward for a nice first down gain.
Number 2, Helfman on the carry.
That was number 2 again. Mason Helfman on the carry.
Brought down by number 4 for the Eagles.
And you like to have these second down and shorts. It really opens up your playbook.
Second down and short.
The Eagles got to be ready for just about anything. 2nd and 3 to go. Just under 5 to play here in the first quarter on a beautiful night in St. Louis Park. And it's another give to Helfman. Helfman finds some room, and he's got himself a first down. Orioles moving the ball very effectively on the ground.
Brought down by the Eagles.
Finding the holes they need.
That's an Orioles first down.
Clock will continue to run. Rickard into the huddle, passing on the play, and here we go. At first down and 10, the ball on the 25-yard line. Orioles would sure like to take an early lead here against the Apple Valley Eagles, making the trek across the big river. And there goes Helfman again, pushing forward, and it's another big gain for Mason Helfman.
Number 2, Helfman on the carry for the Orioles. Brought down by the Eagles.
And Helfman just chalking up the yards today
Gain
here in
of
the
9
first
on the
quarter.
play, brings up second down and 1.
It's going to be second down and 1 here. Again, another wide open playbook. The Eagles will have to be ready for anything, but at this point, the way Helfman's running, I would expect him to get another carry. And it looks like we got a timeout. Some kind of injury or substitution. Cooper Schultz coming out of the game. And Nate Benishek coming in. He's wide to the right. And it looks like Oleski wide to the right. Helfman in the backfield. Rickard taking the snap. And it's another give to Helfman, and he is getting a really great push up front by that offensive line. And that's going to bring up another St. Louis Park Orioles first down. They are just driving in this first possession of the game for them. Offensive line doing its part. Helfman doing a good job being patient in the backfield, waiting for the blocking. And he picks up about 5 yards to get you the first down. Ball on the 11-yard line. Lots of opportunity here for the St. Louis Park Orioles. And it's a fake to Hellman, and now he's got him wide open. It throws to him, but he overthrows him and missed him. He would have had the touchdown more than likely.
Number 12,
he could have hit him, but number 12, the young quarterback, just overthrew him a little bit. I like the play call, though, to just kind of give the fake give to him. He rolls right out. He's wide open. It's a great call. Just couldn't quite convert. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. The ball on the 11-yard line. Eagles going to have to protect 2 lines right now, the first down marker and the end zone. And we got some whistles. And there's an official's timeout again. Not sure what's going on. There's some substitution confusion seems to be happening. Number 4, Ben Bauer, will come in the game, replacing number 14, Benishek. .247 to play in the first quarter. Clock starts. Got 2 wide receivers on each end. Helfman in the backfield. Rickard ready to take the snap. It's a high snap. It's a give to Helfman. This time not really anywhere to go. Great pressure on the part of the Eagles to break down that run. A run you kind of knew was happening, but you had to do it. You had to give to Helfman there. And the Eagles read it and broke through the line and made a nice stop right there. It'll bring up 3rd and 10 for the Orioles. So 3rd and 9, it looks like he did get one. Orioles still in a great spot here, a wonderful opportunity to turn this into a touchdown. And looks like we got a timeout Orioles. They want to make sure they get this right. It's 3rd and 9. They don't have a particularly strong kicking game, so they're probably going to be in 4-down territory here, I imagine. And they want to make sure they get this play right because they really want to dump this into the end zone right now, whether through the air or on the ground. But as I said, the other thing that the Eagles have to pay attention to is that 1-yard line is also the first down marker, maybe about the 1.5, 2-yard line, somewhere in there. So they're going to have to protect that line as well. Ball's on the 10-yard line. We do want to just sort of officially here, as we got a stoppage in play, welcome you to St. Louis Park because we were running behind today because of technical difficulties. It's a beautiful night here in mid-September at St. Louis Park. We're thrilled to have the Apple Valley Eagles here in town. As I said, made a trek across the river. And we're looking forward to a wonderful football game here tonight between these 2 teams. Both of them 1-1 in their records. Both of them lost to Mankato East. And they're both looking now to go to 2-1. All right, here we go. 3rd down and 9 to go. Ball on the 10-yard line. 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. There is a flag, and it looks like it may be a little bit of encroachment on the Eagles. Let's see what the call is.
Offsides on the Eagles.
Offsides on the Eagles.
5-yard penalty.
It's a 5-yard penalty. It'll remain 3rd down, but now they're even closer to that first down marker, and even more importantly, the end zone. That's a big penalty on the part of the Eagles, but they were looking to get the push they need to stop them. Let's see what can happen here. We got 2 wide receivers, Helfman in the backfield. And it's a give to Helfman, and he finds his way through, and he's in the end zone for a touchdown, Orioles!
He's in the end zone, and that's an Orioles.
And what an opening drive methodically move the ball, mostly on the ground. And they are in the end zone, friends, to go up 6-0 against the Apple Valley Eagles. You can hear the Park faithful chanting, "We love Mason." He pretty much did that entire drive just about all on his own, with a little help from number 16, the tight end Logan O'Day, who went out with an injury. Hopefully he's okay. Here's the extra point attempt. It is up, and it is good.
The extra point is good.
That's Miles Jungroth. I hope I'm saying that correct. No, he's the punter. That's Raul Sanchez Sandoval. My apologies. Raul Sanchez Sandoval with a very nice extra point. And the Orioles are up 7-0 and got something cooking here. They opened up with a stop on the Eagles in their opening drive of the game. The Eagles had to punt, and the Orioles then methodically moved the ball down the field, primarily on the ground, for a Zach Helfman touchdown after the Eagles penalty. And now the Eagles will receive the kickoff again, and they are going to want to get something cooking here to see if they can tie up this game.
Number 8, number 16 back to receive the kick. Number 14, Benedict, kickoff.
So it's 14 on the Orioles. Benešek, I think, kicking off. And number 8, Mergerson, back to receive for the Eagles. They kick it right to him at about the 15-yard line. He moves up to the 25, shakes some people off, twists and turns, and he is brought down. The ball coming out, but the whistle had already blown. And we'll see where they spot this one, if they give him the forward progress.
First down, Eagles.
Which they will and should. So it'll be first down and 10 to go here in the second drive of the game for the Apple Valley Eagles at about the 25, 26-yard line. 2 minutes to play in the quarter. And it's a fake handoff, a little throw over to Mergerson, who finds a corner, and he turns it, and he's got speed. He's moving down the sidelines. He could beat him. Well, let's see what happens here. He makes a little shake and bake, and he is taken down at about the 12-yard line. A beautiful reception play, huge play for the Apple Valley Eagles.
Number 13's pass is complete. Number 8.
That was number 8, Mergerson, who took the kickoff return. Got right back into a little fake handoff, nice little throw, and he was off to the races. And that's exactly what the Apple Valley Eagles were looking for. That's a 59-yard pass play for the Apple Valley Eagles, a huge play. So now it's first and 10 with the ball on the 15. I missed who made the tackle by the Orioles, but he got the angle on that to save a touchdown on that play. We'll see what the Orioles defense can come up with. The Eagles want to get a little revenge from that touchdown the Orioles just got. We'll see what they can pull out. Quarterback goes back. It's a little dish to number 21, who finds a corner, gets a nice little gain.
Number 21 on the carry.
Number 21, Jackson Gross, with a nice carry. Now the Orioles definitely have something cooking.
Tripped up by number 21.
Looks like we've got a great game in store for us tonight, friends.
Second down.
Second down. Ball on about the 7-yard line, 8-yard line, maybe 9, 2nd and 4 to go. And it's a fake give. The quarterback will keep it, but he runs into a giant orange wall and is taken down at about the goal line.
Brought down by a flock of Orioles.
It was number 15, Ryan Oleski. Nope, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong roster, friends. Curious Barnslater, I believe, the wide receiver on the carry. No, Lewis, wow, that's a terrible ball. Louis Prouty. Whew. Apologize to the Eagles fans out there. He drops the snap, avoids a tackle in the backfield, but can't quite get away. And that is number 13, Jackson Thornburg, brought down in the backfield. It's an Apple Valley loss, bringing up 4th down as the we tick off the last 20-some seconds of the
That brings
quarter.
up fourth down.
4-down territory here for the Eagles, it looks like. They will not attempt a field goal. As far as we can tell, looks like they're going to let the clock tick down to the end of the quarter. Give themselves a little breather. Make sure they get the right play in place. And that will bring us to the end of the first quarter, friends, in a very exciting first quarter. With a long Oriole drive to go up 7-0. And now the Eagles threatening here as we head into the second quarter on this glorious night of Thursday night lights in St. Louis Park. Bringing you Thursday night lights tonight, presumably because tomorrow is the very important Jewish holiday Rosh Hashanah. So Shana Tova to any of our Jewish listeners out there. A little bit early, but I believe that is the reason for the scheduling of the game on Thursday night this week, which is a good and right thing to do. Again, normally I'm here with my wonderful, longtime, expert broadcast partner, Bruce Hoberman, who couldn't be here tonight because of the holiday as well. So I am flying solo, friends. But I'm happy to be here, bringing you the sights and sounds of this beautiful night of football. Here we go. Beginning of the second quarter, 4th and 11, the ball on the 15-yard line. Eagles look back to pass. He's got his man, he's open, and he drops it right in stride, right in the breadbasket to number 15.
Number 13's pass is complete to number 15.
Curious Barnslater. I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right. Beautifully drawn up play on the part of the coaching staff of the Apple Valley Eagles, and beautifully executed by those players out there. Gave their quarterback time. He beat the receiver, beat his man. The throw was right on the money. And the Eagles respond with a big play and a touchdown here. Here's your extra point. Snap spot good, and the kick is good, and we have ourselves a tie game just 4 seconds into the second quarter. Just beautifully executed there. Hit his receiver right in stride, which is what you want to do. A receiver doesn't want to have to think about their footwork and twisting their body and readjusting. They can just keep their eyes on the ball, let it land right in their hands. And a big response on the part of the Eagles, who came up short in their first possession. And so here we go, 7-7 in the second quarter.
Number 22, Taylor, back to receive the kick.
I will say this, it's nice to see so many Oriole players on the sidelines, as Coach Foster has done a really nice job growing this program over the last several years. So the Eagles will kick off. Miles Jungroff is the kicker. And we've got, who do we have back receiving? I can't quite see those numbers. We've got Oleski, and Oleski jumps up and takes it. He's got the ball at the 15. He's hit hard at the 15-yard line, and it's a nice play.
On the return for the Orioles.
A nice tackle by number 21, Jackson Gross, to bring him down at the 15-yard line. The Orioles will have a long way to go to see if they can respond to the response. Check that, maybe the 16-yard line. Somewhere in between there. So here we go, the Orioles set to respond. Mason Helfman with a wonderful game so far. Looked to be a give to him that went awry. Quarterback kept it, and he is brought down in the backfield. It's a loss. for the Orioles.
Number
Good
12,
pressure on the part of the Eagles.
Rickford
They are
on
getting
keeper.
fired
Brought
up.
down by the Eagles.
Take a look at this
Loss
again.
in the
There's a
play,
low
second
bobbled
out.
snap, and he just can't quite give it to him. Keeps it, but by that point, there is nowhere to go. So that'll move the ball back to about the 13-yard line, making 2nd and 13. Orioles would like to get at least 5 or 6 yards here. And we got a run up the gut that's going nowhere, and this Eagles defense is getting stingy.
Number 2, Helfman on the carry.
It's Helfman on the carry, and this
Short
time
gain
he
on the
goes
play, brings
nowhere.
up 3rd down.
It's going to be 3rd down and still long. With 10:45 to play in the first half. 3rd and 11. The Orioles may need to go to the air here. We'll see. They've only got 2 wide receivers. Rickard takes the snap, and it's a fake give to Helfman. He rolls out. He's in trouble, but he throws it away, and it's going to be 4th down, and the Orioles will have to punt.
Number 12, Rickard throws the pass away. Brings
So the
up
Eagles
4th
come
down.
out in their first possession. They kind of drive down the field. They back themselves up, end up turning it over. No, they punted. And then the Orioles came back with a beautiful long drive, mostly led by Mason Helfman to go up 7-0. And then the Eagles get the ball back and have a huge 50-plus yard play, end up with the touchdown, 7-7. And now they force the Orioles into a 3-and-out situation. And momentum quickly shifting to the Apple Valley Eagles side. Slow snap. Still gets the punt off. It's taken to about the 45-yard line, and he will stay up and get about another 4 or 5 yards. Looking to get to about the 39-yard line of the Orioles, and the Eagles in great shape here to take a lead.
We're sponsoring the 2023 Media Guide. La Pagoda Taco Bar is a locally family-owned restaurant serving traditional Mexican food. We thank you for your support.
So Helfman had just an incredible first drive, and it seems the Eagles have adjusted a little bit already. Shut him down on that drive to a 3-and-out. And we got a flag on the play. Might have been a false start, which would back the Eagles up a little bit.
False start on the Eagles.
False start on the Eagles. Remains 1st down, but it'll be 1st and 15.
Also a false start on my pronunciation. La Bodega.
So now the ball on the Orioles' 44-yard line. 1st and 15 for the Eagles. 10:15 to go in the first half. Game tied 7-7. And the Eagles having a lot of success in throwing the ball today. The Orioles having a lot of success on the ground. And there's a give to number 8, and he is hit in the backfield for a huge loss. Number 8, Noah Mergerson. I apologize if I'm saying your name wrong. I wasn't able to get pronunciations. It's going to be a big loss.
Brings up 2nd and long
for the Eagles as they are now right about on the 50-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 21. So that's what some might call a country mile, I believe. I have no idea what that means. And they're going to look to the air. He drops back. He's got his man, and it's right there in the breadbasket again, and it's going to be a touchdown, Eagles.
Number 13's pass.
How about that, friends?
8 for the Eagles.
Mergerson with another touchdown reception. He's got incredible speed. If he can get by you, he gets past you. He's wide open. And the quarterback just on the money today. Throwing perfect balls, and just, what can you do? What can you do? It's Jackson Thornburg just throwing the ball perfectly today. We got the extra point up and good. And the Apple Valley Eagles very quickly turn this game around. 14-7 with 9:35 to play in the first half. Wow, look at this. He rolls out, finds his man, and just puts it perfectly right in stride. Murgerson has nothing to do but pay attention to the ball because he's beat his man. He's got a couple steps on him. And that will, again, put the Eagles up 14-7. Orioles are going to have to find an answer for Murgerson. It just has been so easy for him to get open. And the way Thornburg is throwing the ball, you can't stop it if he gets open because he's throwing it right to him. It's important here for the Orioles not to get too down. You know, there's a lot going on. They've had 2 quick scores on them. They're only down 1 touchdown, and there's a lot of football left to be played. They just need to adjust to this passing game of the Eagles, who kick it real soft, and it goes out of bounds.
Eagles kick goes out of bounds.
And now we'll see if the Orioles and quarterback Rickard and running back Helfman can get going what they had in their first drive.
First down,
Orioles may have to look to the air a little bit more.
From the 35-yard line.
They always say, you know, you need to have the run so it opens up the pass, but sometimes you got to pass so it can open up your run when you have a running back like Helfman. So we got 2 receivers wide. Rickard set to receive the snap. Helfman in the backfield. 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line. 9.5 to go in the first half, and it's the give to Helfman, who tries to turn a corner and find it, but nice tackle on the part of the Eagles. He's going to get a little bit of a gain, but couldn't quite break one.
Down by the Eagles. Gain of 3 on the play brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball be at the 38-yard line, 37-yard line, somewhere in there. About 9 minutes to play. Rickard takes the snap, and it's a give to Helfman. And they keyed in on him again, and he tried to find somewhere to go. But all in all, it's just another brick in the wall of the Eagles defensive line, who's really showed up, keying in on Mason Helfman.
And number 9 for the Eagles.
And that's going to be 3rd and long for the Orioles.
Loss on the play brings up 3rd and 9.
I would expect to see a pass play here. They're keying in on Helfman so much. Gotta hope one of these receivers can get open and Rickard can find him. Oriole faithful cheering him on, saying, hey, we're here. Go get him, man. We've got a timeout Orioles.
Timeout Orioles.
The Orioles take a timeout. They really do need to get this one right. It's 3rd and 9. And they want to make sure they get this play right, make sure everybody's in the right spot. It's their 2nd timeout of the game. Hope you are all having a wonderful evening. If you are with us tonight, we thank you for choosing to watch us with so much else going on in the Minnesota sports world between the Twins and their playoff hunt and the Vikings playing out in Philadelphia tonight. But hey, you chose us. You chose to watch Oriole Eagles football, and we thank you for that. Because does it really get better than high school football? I don't know that it does. So here we go, the Eagles team out on the field. Orioles running back out, ready to see if they can convert this big 3rd down for them. You really want to get this ball moving. 8 minutes and 16 seconds to play in the half. They got 2 wide receivers on, 3 on the near side, 1 on the far side. Helfman in the backfield, everybody trying to figure out their spot. Rickard ready to take the snap. He drops back, he is looking to throw, and we got some pass interference, it looks like, on the part of the Eagles. It looks like he impeded the receiver's path to where he was supposed to be. And that'll be, if that's what it is, would be a first down for the Orioles. Officials talking about it, trying to figure out what it is. This is a huge call.
Pass interference on the Eagles.
It is pass interference on the Eagles, and that is a huge break for the Orioles. And that'll bring them a first down. They get a new set of downs. They'll move the ball down the field. And as far as I could see, it really did look like pass interference with the defensive back just kind of all over him, and it looked like he couldn't get to where Rickard intended him to be based on where he threw the ball. So here we go, a break for the Orioles, 1st and 10 now. Ball on the 49-yard line of the Eagles. And there's a give to Helfman, who's looking for room, can't quite find it, picks up maybe a yard or two, brought down hard.
Brought down by number 52.
And again, how about this Eagles defensive line really stuffing up Helfman on the last two possessions. Here's the prior play, the pass interference call. Look at number 17 at the top of your screen. He's just all over him. And I couldn't catch the receiver's number, but he couldn't get anywhere. That's number 4. Ben Bauer was locked up. Good call. So now it's 2nd down, Eagles, 9 to go. 7:30 to play in the half. Low snap, no, it's a fake. And down goes Rickard for a big loss. Now it's going to be 3rd and very long. Again, it'll back him up to about
number 9 for the Eagles.
46-ish yard line.
Got number 4 for the Eagles.
So now the Eagles faced again with another big 3rd and very long to go. As we just looked at last time, they got first down via a pass interference call that was the right call to make. Something tells me the Eagles won't make that mistake again, so they're going to have to really execute here. Two receivers on each side. Helfman in the backfield. Rickard ready to take the snap, looking for the call. A lot of confusion. Looks like they got it. And here we go. 15 in motion. Looks like somebody moved. Might be number 3. Had some kind of illegal formation or delay of game. Yeah, they took too long. And that's unfortunate because that'll back them up even further. So 3rd and 15 swiftly becomes a 3rd and 20. That's a big 5 yards. So that was unfortunate. There was a little confusion in the play call, in the positioning of players that led to a delay of game. 3rd and 20. Let's see what they can do on this big 3rd down play. Rickard getting frustrated. His man doesn't seem to be in the right spot. He goes in motion, and it's a throw back to him, and he's going to look to throw, but nowhere to go. The ball comes loose, and it looks like the Eagles have it, and he's off to the races. Somehow wasn't touched, and for the time being, it appears to be a defensive touchdown for the Apple Valley Eagles.
The play is picked up by the Eagles for a touchdown.
And how about that? A botched little trick play. 15, Oleski takes the ball and gets hit, fumbles. The ball is loose. And number 33, Alex Mock, just picks it up and races in for the touchdown. How about that Eagle defense? Not letting anything sneak by them. Now it's poised to go up 21-7 here with 6 minutes to play, 6:11 to play in the first half. Orioles started out so strong with a good defensive stop and then a great offensive possession, and it's been all Eagles ever since. So here we go with the extra point attempt. by Mickelson, I believe. Snap, spot, a little bit fumbled, but he gets the kick off, and it is good, and it's 21-7 in favor of the Apple Valley Eagles. The Orioles are going to really have to figure something out here. They're having a hard time getting the ball to move through the air. The Eagles have keyed in on Helfman. I mean, look at this, just what a tackle. He just reached around and punched that ball out. It's hard to imagine that Mock was able to just pick that up without the ball being down, but he apparently did, and off he went.
22 Taylor. Back to receive the kick for the Orioles.
So here goes Mickelson kicking off again. The Orioles have got to come together and find a way to get the ball moving through the air, because the Apple Valley Eagles and their defensive line have found a way to stop Mason Helfman. And they just can't keep going back to that well. And it's a bobbled reception. The ball goes out at the 5-yard line, it looks like, and that's an unfortunate situation for the Orioles now, who'll be backed up deep in their own territory.
Bobbling goes out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. First down, Orioles.
So it'll be 1st and 10, but they're going to have 95 yards to go. 95 yards, 9 times. To get a touchdown here, if they want to get back into this football game, they went up 7-0, and the Eagles have come up with 21 unanswered points. It's a little scary to be backing up and throwing the ball in this territory. We'll see if Helfman can kind of get them out of that danger zone. But they've got to get first downs and drive that ball down the field.
Timeout, Eagles.
And the Eagles take their first timeout of the half. 6 minutes, 11 seconds to go. Give the Orioles another chance to just make sure they got everything right here. They've got the right people on the field. Looks like Ben Bauer is coming back into the game. We don't have any news on O'Day. He is up and walking, but walking gingerly on the sidelines. Not sure if he'll be back. Looks like he's certainly out for this half, and we'll see how he's doing for the second half. He's got ice on his knee, and the good news is that he's moving around on his own accord, and even if he doesn't come back for this game, I would imagine he's going to be back playing out on the field sometime soon. And again, just to summarize, the Eagles got the ball in the beginning of the game, drove about halfway down the field, couldn't convert. The Orioles received the punt and drove mightily down the field on the legs of Mason Helfman to go up 7-0. And since then, it's been all Eagles, 21 unanswered points, and the Orioles now backed up on their own 5-yard line, 1st and 10 to go here in the first half of Thursday Night Lights. And there's a give to Helfman. He does have some room. He finds a way to skirt out to about the 10-yard line. Nice gain by Helfman. That's going to bring up about a 2nd and 5, which, again, when you get to that 2nd 5 or lower, that does open up some things for you. So let's see if the Orioles can get the ball moving. They got plenty of time here with 6 minutes to play. I'm sure they'd love to get a nice 6-minute and 11-second drive via the legs of Mason Helfman to get within one score in this game.
Officials timeout.
And here we go. Got 2 wide receivers. It's a give to Helfman, and he's got room again, and it looks like he got himself a first down. And suddenly Helfman's got it going again. The offensive line maybe figuring something out. The Orioles first down. Very nice 2 plays on the part of the Orioles. Exactly what they need. If they can't get that passing game going, they're going to have to do it with Mason Helfman, and he gets 2 nice runs here. Pick up about 6 on that play. The ball 7 on that play. Thank you. Got people in here helping me out. They know I'm alone. Ball on the 17-yard line. 1st and 10 to go. And it's a keeper this time, and he's got nowhere to go. Rickard is brought down.
Number 12, Rickard on the quarterback keeper.
Almost was able to break something, but couldn't quite get there. As you see,
brings up 2nd down.
See who that is. Number 79 on the Eagles. That's Gerald Nabombe. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but a really nice tackle, kind of all arms and hand to take down the young Rickard. So it's 2nd down and 9. And it's a give to Helfman, who dances around a bit, picks
Number
up
2,
a couple.
on the carry.
And we'll see what's happening here.
By the Eagles, brings up 3rd down.
So it's 3rd down again. I thought I had my downs mixed up for a second there, folks, but nope, it's 3rd down and 5 to go. Be curious to see what the Orioles do here. They look to be in a run formation with only 2 receivers on the wide sides. Man in motion. Rickard will pass. He's looking. He's got to get rid of the ball, and it is intercepted by number 2 on the Eagles, Will Washington. Not really anywhere for Rickard to go. He tries to thread a needle, doesn't quite do it. And another turnover deep in their own territory for the Orioles. And you see, just throws it almost right to Washington, whose heads up, catches the ball, looks to his sideline for some very warranted high fives. This Apple Valley defense has just been relentless after the first good drive of the Orioles, but since then they have really tightened up. Here we go. Are the Eagles looking to pass again? He goes deep. He throws short to number 15, Barnslater. Wasn't quite open. But you got to hand it to these Eagles who, on the turnover there, just take a shot right away. I love that kind of thing. They don't come up with it. It's going to be 2nd and 10, 3:32 to play in the half. Orioles really need to stop them here. They do not want to go into the half down 28-7. We'll see if the Oriole defense can make the stop they need. And it's a handoff this time. Looks like a give to, was that Gross? And he picks up a couple. Nice gain for the Eagles. Now trying to chew up a little clock here, too. They'd like to score. They took the shot.
Number 13 on the
They'd also kind of like to take a few minutes to score to not give the Orioles a chance at the end of the half. So Thornburg.
Officials timeout.
Here we go. We got an officials timeout with 3 minutes and 5 seconds to play in the first half. It's been all Apple Valley ever since the Oriole first touchdown drive. Again, 21 unanswered points. And it's been the connection between Jackson Thornburg and Noah Mergerson, who've been connecting all night. Mergerson with great speed, getting wide open, and Thornburg with a great arm who can throw deep and throw deep accurately. And it's been tough for the Orioles to stop it. And that's what happens when you have a fast receiver and an accurate quarterback. Thornburg a junior, and Mergerson a senior, so presumably they've had a year or two playing together. Orioles here needing a big stop on 3rd and 6. 3:02 to play in the half. And Thornburg keeps it.
13 on the quarterback keeper.
And he does not get the first down, gets up to right around the 20-yard line.
21 Anderson. Brings up 4th down.
Nice tackle on the part of Bjorn Anderson. And it is now 4th down. They look to be going for it, and why not? Orioles would love to turn the ball over on downs here. Defense needs to make a stop. And it's a blown snap. Thornburg way back in his own territory, hanging onto the ball, looking for somewhere to go with it. Now he takes off, and he maybe even got the first down. It's going to be close. Wow, what a play.
On the carry for the Eagles.
Thornburg looked dead in the water, and then he looked like maybe I just got to throw this thing away, but then all of a sudden he scampered. Beautiful footwork, stayed with it. And it's going to be all dependent upon the spot. It looks very close.
First down,
and it's a turnover on downs for the St. Louis Park Orioles, and another break with a bad snap. Thornburg almost converted but didn't, and the Orioles have a little bit of life here with 2 minutes and 10 seconds to play toward the end of the first half. They're going to need to get their offense going. They only have 1 timeout left. They almost certainly will need to do this through the air at some level, where they've struggled tonight. Helfman off to a wonderful start tonight, but the Eagles have done a very nice job slowing him down ever since. And the Orioles would love to get a quick strike in 2 minutes here to cut this lead. Down to 14 down to 7 as they are down 14 right now. 21-7 Eagles. And Rickard looks to pass. He's got a man, and that looks like it's going to be a first down for the Orioles.
Number 12,
receiver by number
17, Schultz.
Number 17, Cooper Schultz with the reception, and an Orioles first down. Just under 2 minutes to play.
That's an Orioles first down.
And they're going to have to hurry, because that clock's going to tick away fast, especially if they're going to mix in Helfman into this drive. And if they keep throwing into the middle of the field there. And we got another reception by the Orioles. He picks up about 7 or 8
number
yards.
12, Rickard's pass is complete, but to number 17.
Rickard again
Schultz.
looking at Cooper Schultz. They got something going, but the clock's ticking with a minute and a half left to play in the first half here. They got to hustle up and get that ball snapped. Try to keep you updated on the clock as it is not on your screen. Rickard again looking, and incomplete. That'll stop the clock
12,
with 1:15 to play.
Incomplete, intended for number 17, Schultz.
He's looking at Schultz again and just missed him.
Third down.
That's kind of all right in a spot like that. You can at least stop the clock. It's 3rd and 3. And you've got 1:15 to play. The Orioles all set. They've got 4 wide receivers, Helfman in the backfield. Need a first down here, and it's a give to Helfman, and he is going to be stopped short of the first down. That'll bring up 4th down. The clock will keep ticking.
Brought down by number 5 for the Eagles. Brings up 4th down.
1 minute to play now. Clock ticking. 4th down for the Eagles. 4th and 3 to go. Rickard looking for the play. He gets the signal. 4th and 1. My apologies. I love the help I'm getting in this booth. He takes the snap, and it's a give to Helfman. And he finds the first down. A little get chippy out there, and I'm assuming they're going to take that final timeout here.
Well, that's enough for Orioles.
First down for the Orioles. They got a new set of downs. 31 seconds to go. They do not take the timeout. They got to get moving because they got the first down, which stopped the clock for the Sticks. So 23 seconds. Taking a long time to snap the ball. It's a high snap. 15 seconds left to play. Rickard looking long, and he throws it. It's almost picked off. It'll stop the clock with 8.7 seconds left.
Number 12, Rickard's pass is knocked out of bounds.
He took so long to snap the ball there. I thought he'd snap it quicker than that. He lost about 4 or 5 seconds. Just trying to snap the ball, so we've got 8.7 seconds left here in the first half. Orioles down 21-7. Looking to find
timeout, Orioles.
Orioles take their timeout here, which is An interesting spot to take it when you already had the clock stoppage, but they don't have a lot of time, so they want to make sure they get the right personnel on the field, get the right play going. Just a little update on O'Day. He looks to be walking, favoring that right leg a little bit still, but walking much better, getting high fives. He's not out of his uniform. We may see him back in the second half. He had a nice kind of key reception on their first drive, his only reception of the game, which he got hurt on. Ice on the back of his knee, so it might be some kind of hyperextension situation perhaps. We'll see. And again, 8.7 seconds left here. The Apple Valley Eagles with 21 unanswered points. Orioles looking for some kind of little mini first half miracle to somehow find the end zone here with 8.7 seconds left. Would love to go back into the locker room at halftime with that kind of energy. Regardless, this drive has been somewhat successful, so that's good because their last few drives have really stalled out quickly. So they've got that in the positive already. Rickard takes the snap. It's a quick throw to number 4, Ben Bauer. It's a little low, he misses it, drops it. It's actually probably a smart drop because if he caught it, the clock would be running. They don't have any timeouts, and it's probably the end of the half because he couldn't get out of bounds. So here we go, 5.9 seconds left to play now. 3rd and 10. Downs not really as much a factor with as much time on the clock. Rickard comes in off the sideline with the play. Energy on the Orioles just doesn't seem to be real up right now. I'd like to see him a little more energized to try to make something happen. And Rickard takes a snap, and it's a give to Helfman. They're going to see if they can break something here, and they can't. And that, let's see, clock goes down to 0, and that is it for the first half of football.
21.
It's 21-7, Apple Valley over the St. Louis Park Orioles. Got a lot of whistles right now, not sure why. The Eagles still on the field. They're calling everybody back out, so maybe it's not the end of the half. I'm not sure why. I didn't see a flag. It was a run ball. It wasn't a first down, so there's no reason for the clock to stop. Orioles didn't have any timeouts. But the Orioles are going to get another play. With 0 on the clock, evidently? We don't know.
Pardon me, there's still 1 second on the clock.
1 second going back on the clock. I really don't understand why. Ball right at midfield. 1 second on the clock. And I don't know what the refs are doing here. There's lots of questions. Everybody looks confused. Okay, and they're just going to take a knee. They don't want to risk anything going wrong, and interception, pick 6, whatever it might be. And that'll do it for the first half here at St. Louis Park, friends.
Takes us to halftime.
We are now at halftime, 21-7, Apple Valley over St. Louis Park again. Park went up 7-0 early on a beautiful drive. Apple Valley's been able to stuff them and get their offense going. 21 unanswered points. The Orioles will, I don't even remember because there was so much confusion. I believe the Orioles will receive in the second half. We're going to take a little break, and we'll be back with more exciting Thursday night lights here at in St. Louis Park. We'll be back soon, friends.
You're going to need me. You're going to need us. All of us. You're going to need our technical skills, our math, our engineering skills. You're going to need our help with your water, your air, your food. You're going to need our organizational skills, our problem-solving skills. You're going to need our determination, our honesty, our compassion. You're going to need the next generation of leaders to face the challenges the future will bring. And we promise we'll be there when you need us.
And welcome back to St. Louis Park, Minnesota for the second half of our game of the Apple Valley Eagles coming into town across the river to take on the St. Louis Park Orioles. Looks like we had a little bit of an extended halftime, not sure why, but we are ready to kick off now with the Orioles down 21-7, receiving the ball, needing to get some offense going to get back into this football game that Apple Valley has completely dominated outside of St. Louis Park's first drive in the first quarter. So here we go, we're ready to kick off, and the ball is up, and it's a nice deep kick. It is dropped by number 15. He picks it back up, he finds a hole, squirts, all right, turns a corner, and he's going to be brought down right at about the 24-25-yard line. That's number 15, Ryan Oleski, with a nice return. Trying to get this Orioles crowd pumped up to get this Orioles team back in this football game. Orioles were in the locker room for a long time, probably had a lot to talk about. We'll see what kind of adjustments they may make in this second half of football. Again, a beautiful night here in St. Louis Park to be outside watching football. I can't imagine sitting inside watching a Vikings game. And there's the snap to Rickard. He hands it off to Helfman, who picks up a few yards.
By number 79 for the Eagles.
It'll be a minimal gain, but a gain nonetheless for Mason Helfman.
Brings up second out.
Second and 6 to go here. Rickard hands it to Helfman again, who finds a seam, and that's going to be an Orioles first down for Mason Helfman.
That's an
a nice gain there on
down.
2nd and 6. Orioles have got it going now, and they need to keep it going. May have made some adjustments on the line, I don't know, but they've opened up well here in this second half of football. And it's a give that'll get swallowed up, nowhere to go. Gets back to about the line of scrimmage on that one. Another carry by Helfman.
Number 33 for the Eagles.
Number 22, Andreas Taylor, coming into the game, giving Helfman a little break. So here we go. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Rickard ready for the snap. And it's a give to Taylor, and Taylor's got some speed, turns a corner, and picks up about 4 or 5 yards. Nice little run by Taylor there, the junior, coming in to give Helfman a little rest.
Brings up 3rd down and 5 for the Orioles.
So it's 3rd down and 5. The Orioles need to keep moving the ball. They can't afford to stall out like they did so much in the first half of this football game. And there's another give to Taylor, looking for some room. Finds some room, gets very close, if not there. Might be just shy of the first down.
Number 9 for the Eagles.
Let's see where they spot it. It looks like a good spot. I don't know if they're going to bring the chains out. And it's a first down for the Orioles.
That's enough for
nice running on the part of Andreas Taylor. Did I get that right? Yes, Andreas Taylor coming in to give Helfman a rest, and 2 very nice runs on his part. some good blocking. He's patient, finds the seam, and it's an Oriole first down. They've got it moving now. This is exactly the way they needed to come out of that locker room. Number 15, Oleski on the near side. 14, Benishek on the far side. Rickard taking the snap. Taylor still in the game. And it's another give to Taylor, and he breaks the tackle and picks up a couple. Looked like he was going to be down at about the line of scrimmage, but does a nice break of a tackle there to pick up a couple. And all of a sudden, it's Taylor taking over for the running game. Rickard coming back with the call, clock running. Ref's calling for the clock to run anyways, and it's going. Here in this beginning of this third quarter, Orioles opening up a nice ground game in the second half of this football game. Jungroth was in motion. It's another give to Taylor. Gets a couple.
22 Taylor on the carry.
And they're starting to key in on him a little bit. That'll bring up third down. And about 7 or 8 to go.
Brings up third down.
Third down and 7. Orioles needing to convert another third down. They're going to need to stop getting themselves into these third and longish situations. As long as they can convert, they can, but they can get difficult to convert, especially when you're working a ground game so heavily as they are. Looks like Helfman's back in the game, but it's going to be a quarterback sneak, and he finds a hole, and Rickard takes it for a nice gain in an Oriole. First down, the Orioles have the ball moving. So the Orioles take Helfman out of the game for about 4 or 5 plays. They bring in Andreas Taylor, who moves the ball for him a little bit. Some real nice plays by Taylor. Then they bring Helfman back in, and they fake to him like a decoy, and Rickard with a nice run and a first down. Orioles appeared to have made some good adjustments here in the second half. Got Ben Bauer on the near side, and it's a give to Helfman, and he gets a nice pounding gain up for 8 or 9 yards. And the Orioles' ground game is back.
Second down.
Should be second down and a couple. And Rickard gives to Helfman again, and this time he's stopped.
Number 2 Helfman.
Maybe picked up a yard. It's going to be third and short. And the Orioles again looking to convert another third down.
Brings up third down.
And so here we go, 3rd and 4 to go still. All of a sudden the wind's blowing my papers, and we get a handoff.
On the carry.
And it's going to be close. It's going to depend on the spot.
Brought down by number 85 for the Eagles.
Let's take a look here. Finds a nice hole, good blocking up front. And it looks like he may have gotten it, but it's all going to depend on where they spot it.
4th and inches.
It's going to be 4th and inches here. Got to go for it in this situation. All about where they spot the ball, and it's difficult because it's not where the ball lands, it's where the ball is when your knee or your elbow hits. And so here we go, 4th and just a teeny tiny little bit. Can the Orioles convert on this crucial 4th down conversion? And there's a give to Helfman. He's hit hard, and it looks like he maybe got the stretch. He was hit hard but fell over on the player, so didn't hit the ground, it appeared. Here's the give. And look, he's wrapped up, and the knee is not down yet. It looks like he got it, and it's no. Oh, that's a tough break for the Orioles. It's going to be a turnover on downs, and the Eagles will take over. I thought he got it, but refs seemed to see something I didn't. Their view is certainly better than mine. And the Eagles will take over. That's a tough break for the Orioles, but nonetheless, the kind of drive they wanted to open up with, getting back to their running game, and here we go. And the Eagles going to their game, looking to the air, and a little short dump for about 8 or 9 yards to number 15, Barnslater. And there go the Eagles again with this very effective passing game. It'll be second down for the Eagles and about a yard to go. Orioles will continue to need to stop them. And there's a fake handoff, and he's looking for number 4, Alberts, but he's well defended, and there was just really no pass there. He had to get rid of the ball, and that'll bring up 3rd and short for the St. Louis Park Orioles, or I mean for the Apple Valley Eagles. Orioles hoping to stop here and put them into a 4th and short situation. We'll see what Apple Valley and their quarterback Thornburg come up with here. They like to throw. And it's a handoff, and he finds some room, and he may have, oh, it's hard to say. We're going to have to just wait for that spot again. It looks like he might have gotten it, but the Oriole defense did stand up strong.
Number 21 on the carry for the Eagles.
It's number 21, Gross, taking the ball. And let's take a quick look here. And it looks like it's going to move the sticks. Yeah, see, he just had that, oh, wow, look at that. Those strong legs just pushed him forward enough to give the Eagles a first down. And we got a whistle here. Not sure what happened. False start would be good for the Orioles. It looks like that is probably what it is.
False start on the Eagles.
And it's a false start on the Eagles. That'll back them up to a 1st and 15. So the Eagles coming out with their pass game and a couple of runs, moving the ball, but not quite as efficiently and quickly as they were in the first half. 4:39 to play in the third. A little fake handoff. He rolls out. He's looking deep, and he can't find his man this time. That was number 6, Tylen Ward Jr., who wasn't quite open enough. He overthrows him. If he had thrown him on target, could have been picked, although he did have him on a step. He just couldn't drop that one in. He might be used to throwing to the ever-fast Mergerson in those situations. Not sure why they didn't send Mergerson deep. Since he's so fast, he seems to be burning everybody that's on him. But nevertheless, it's a good situation for the Orioles. Now 2nd and 15 for the Eagles. And he rolls out to the near side. He's going to keep it. He tries to pound his way, and he gets back to about the original line of scrimmage.
Brought down by
does Thornburg.
20 Huntley and number 58 Polwick on the play.
So some good defense on the part of the Orioles here on this drive. It's going to be 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9 maybe. So 3rd and long for the Eagles, who of course are not intimidated by long plays. They've had a few this game. Barnslater goes in motion. Thornburg having to run, and he gets a nice pass to Barnslater, who finds lots of room, gets a big game after the catch. And another first down for the Eagles. What focus on the part of this offense, with Thornburg in trouble in the backfield there as the Oriole defense comes rushing in. He escapes. He finds Barnslater's wide open in the backfield, really makes a missed tackle there. The Orioles get hung up, and a big gain for the Eagles and a first down, and they are clicking. And now it's a throw to Mergerson. He doesn't get much.
Number 13's pass is complete to
And if
number
you ask
8.
me, they are curiously
Shoved out of bounds by the
running
Orioles.
him short, running Mergerson short and not deep here in this second half. Don't know what that's about. Not much for him to do there, but he does manage to get a couple.
Brings up
Lots
second
of
down.
weapons in this Eagle offense. Thornburg back to take the snap. Got Barnslater on the near side. He's open, but the Oriole defense breaks through and takes down Thornburg for a sack in the backfield and a loss on the play.
Romero for the sack. Brings up third down.
And that was Jair Romero Sanchez with the sack. Big play for the Orioles, exactly what they needed to bring that third and short back to a 3rd and 11. 4 wide receivers set for the Eagles. Oriole defense there almost got to him, and a nice move on the part of Barnslater, but he is wrapped up
to number 10.
brought down
Brought down by number 10,
by
Schrader
number
on the play.
10 Schrader there, and it's going to be
Officials time out
close.
for an injured player.
And it's a first down for the Eagles. They almost stopped him, and we've got a man down, and is that... Can't quite tell who it is. Number 77. That's Caleb Eberly. On the offensive line, who looks to be in a little bit of pain. First down for the Eagles. Really nice moves on the part of Barnslater there to find the first down marker. He knew exactly what he needed to get to and wasn't going to be brought down until he got there. And the Eagles shift, and he's up and walking pretty good. We expect we'll see him back, and that's a good sign. But the Eagles shifting their passing game a little bit. Here you see the Orioles' schedule for their upcoming games. They had the big win over Washburn last week. They'll take on Robinson-Dale Cooper and then Bloomington Jefferson. Come back in October at Tartan, and then they've got Cretin-Durham Hall, which I believe is homecoming, and then Chanhassen here at home. The Orioles looking for a win here against Apple Valley, coming off the big win against Washburn last week. Both teams played Mankato East, both lost. Clock is going with about 2.5 to play here in the third quarter. Thornburg back to take the snap. Washington in the backfield. They've got a 3-receiver set. So many options for does Thornburg have. And it's a fake give to Washington. And now it's a throw to Washington, who's wide open, got room to run, and he scampers his way down to about the 14-yard line. And a nice play on the part of the Apple Valley Eagles. This is a tough offense to defend.
Brings up second down.
About 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. The Orioles opened up with a decent drive downfield, but had 4th and inches and couldn't quite convert. Eagles took over on downs, and here we go. And there's a give to Washington, who finds a corner, turns it, he's tough to take down, and it's a touchdown for the Apple Valley Eagles.
Number 2 on the carry.
Beautifully drawn up,
Eagles,
beautifully executed. And that is Will Washington, who finds the end zone, making it an even bigger hill to climb for the St. Louis Park Orioles. And we've got Mickelson for the extra point try. Snap, spot is good, it is up, and it is good, and the Apple Valley Eagles make the journey south of the river, over the river, and through the woods to St. Louis Park, and take a 28-7 lead here in the third quarter. The Orioles have not seen the end zone but the one time in their first possession in the first quarter. And it's been silent since then, trying to get something going, trying to find their way back into this game. They need to realize that it's these kinds of leads, like a 28-7 lead, that looks worse than it is. It's only 3 touchdowns. There's still a minute and 53 seconds to play in the third quarter, so there's a lot of football left to be played. And they got to keep that in mind and try to find a way to stop this versatile Eagles offense and get their offense going, which they're going to have to find a way to do that through the air, as they're having some success on the ground, but they are down 3 now, and they can't just rely on that to get them moving the ball. So here we go, the Eagles kicking off. Got 2 Orioles set back to receive. And that's another nice kick. The ball is taken at about the 5-yard line. He finds his way up to the 20. Finds some room. He's up to the 30. He's now trying to turn a corner. Can he turn it? He's up to the 35. And he is taken down at about the 36-yard line. A brilliant return for the St. Louis Park Orioles, giving them great field position to try again to get up on the scoreboard again. Take another look. A really nice run back. Takes it about the 6-yard line. 21 misses, and then he just finds this lane right there, and the Eagles can't quite get the footwork to turn around.
Through the company's charitable donation matching program, Rose and
a nice tackle to keep him from getting any more.
Thank you for your support. If you
Moore.
work for a company that has a charitable donation matching program, consider donating to programs and support St. Louis Park Schools.
And we've got an injury timeout here. Somebody looks to be tightening up. It looks like a muscle tightening situation. Can't see the number, but there's an Oriole down. Guy who had the ball, and I didn't see his number, 22. Oh, I got great people in my ears, friends, who helped me out. That was Andreas Taylor, who had some really nice runs in the last possession. It looks to be just a tight muscle, which happens, especially at this time of year when it's still kind of new, and they're dragging him off the field because he's so close to the edge so they can get the game going. Hopefully he's going to be all right. It does look like all they're doing is stretching muscles, and hopefully it's nothing too serious. And we'll see Taylor back into the game because he's brought a nice dimension for the Orioles in that first drive of theirs that came up just a couple inches short in the opening of the third quarter. So here the Orioles go with the ball at about the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 to go, 1 minute and 41 to play in the third quarter. Helfman in the backfield. Rickard takes the snap, gives to Helfman, and he is met and wrapped up by the Eagles defense.
Number 2, Helfman on the carry, brought down by number 58 for the Eagles.
That was number 58 of the Eagles with a nice tackle by Malik Quadri. Maybe Kadri, I'm not sure. Malik Kadri, I'll go with. A really nice wrap-up tackle. Didn't let Helfman get going about anywhere. He picked up 2. 2nd and 8 to go. They're going to need more than this. They've got 2 receivers. It looks like a run formation. It's another give to Helfman, who's looking to find a corner, and he does. And he's down to the 50, and he gets down to about the 45, 46-yard line. It's going to be a first down for the Orioles, and they have broken into Eagle territory. Get the ball moving. I said they needed to get more than that on the previous play, and they certainly did there. Really nice run on the part of Mason Helfman. Ooh, he got down even more like where'd they spot that? Oh, right at about the 45, just shy of the 45-yard line. So Park with a 1st and 10, needing to keep that ball moving. And it's a give to who? Helfman, and he finds some room and skirts ahead forward. It's a nice, 7, 8, 9-yard gain.
On the carry for the
2 really nice runs on the part of Mason Helfman here. Late in the third quarter.
2nd down.
36 seconds left in the quarter. Oleski coming off the field. Schultz on the near side. That's a receiver that Rickard has liked looking at late in the second half. 20 seconds now on the clock. Mason in the backfield. Mason Helfman. And it's a fake give to him. Rickard rolls out to the far side. Look at, he's got nobody, and he has to throw it away with about 3.5 to 4 seconds left in the quarter.
Brings up third down.
There was just nobody open, and he did the right thing, rolled out, and just said, well, I got to get rid of it, and he did. Good coverage defense on the part of the Eagles. So here go the Orioles, 3rd and 3. Need to convert. They don't want to put themselves in a 4th down situation again. We got a 2 receiver set. Helfman in the backfield. Expect Helfman to get the ball, but we'll see. And he does. And he's got some room. And he's got himself a 1st down and a little bit more. And he's still up and going down to almost the 25-yard line. Another great run by Mason Helfman.
That's an Orioles first down.
And they got it moving. They move the sticks, and they are just kind of plodding their way down the field. And they need to keep this up and get that ball into the end zone.
That brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter, friends. It's 4th quarter time. It's crunch time now. Down 3 touchdowns are the St. Louis Park Orioles. They got something moving now. Could cut it to 14, which they need to do, and then they need to get a stop, and then we really got something going. So let's see what they can come up with. They've been heavy on the run game, almost entirely to Mason Helfman, who's had a very nice game, by the way. The Eagles were able to really key in on him and stop him in the most of the first half, but the Orioles coming right back at it to Helfman. Oh, and the wind is blowing my papers everywhere, friends. But they go right back at it, giving to Helfman, sticking with their guy, and he has really produced here in the 3rd quarter with some very nice runs. And he's going to have to keep it up because the passing game has been hard to find for the Orioles. Meanwhile, the Eagles can pass all over the place and have done very well tonight. A very impressive offense by the part of the Apple Valley Eagles. So here we go. Orioles, it's 1st and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line, the beginning of the 4th quarter, 12 minutes to play. Rickard looks for a receiver, misses him.
Rickard's pass intended for number 14,
That was
incomplete.
Looking for Benishek. Couldn't quite find him. The defender was right there. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Orioles trying to get that passing game going. They're going to have to get it going. It's going to be very difficult for them to make this comeback entirely on the ground. Could happen, but a difficult way to do it. Got 2 receivers each on the far side. Rickard takes the snap. It's a give to Helfman, who's got some room, and he's pushing forward, and he finds himself another big gain for 7 or 8 yards.
Brought down by number 4 for the Eagles. Brings up 3rd down.
So the Eagles were able to key in on him and really slow him down in the most of the first half, but Helfman very successful in the Orioles on the ground today. I must have made some offensive line adjustments that appear to be working. So it's 3rd and 3. The beginning of the 4th quarter here. Rickard takes a high snap, fake give. He's going to keep it. He's wrapped up in the backfield. Be a little bit of a loss for the Orioles. And we're going to be looking at 4th down.
Brought down by number 5 for the Eagles. Brings up 4th down.
Nice backfield tackle on the part of number 5, A.J. Garcia, wrapping up Rickard. So So the Orioles at about 4th and 5. They're going to go for it. They need to. They need to convert this 4th down. They didn't convert on 4th and maybe 3 inches earlier in this half. But can they convert on 4th and 5? Can Zach Helfman's legs pound it to a first down? And it's a fake give. And he's looking for the end zone, and he misses. Nate Benishek, and that's going to be another turnover on downs for the Orioles. They're going to have to come up with a stop here against this powerful, versatile Eagle offense. Well covered. You could say he overthrew him, but that's where Benishek needed to be in order to be open. There just wasn't much to do there. I do like that look, though, to give the play action to Helfman. That maybe he'll draw some people in and looking to take that shot. It just didn't quite convert there on 4th and 5. So it's a turnover on downs. And Thornburg back. He's looking deep. It's incomplete. Little contact, but looks to be clean.
For number 6, falls incomplete.
He was looking for Tylan Ward Jr. Couldn't quite find him. He was well covered, and I do wonder if something might be wrong with Mergerson. They are not sending him deep. He was so successful in the first half going deep, beating guys left and right. And I don't think I've seen him send Mergerson deep at all this half. Mergerson in motion. And they're going to fake handoff to him. It'll be a quarterback keeper, and he's looking for a corner seam, and he finds one, and he's going to get out at around the 47-yard line, and a first down for the Eagles. 42-yard line, sorry. Maybe 3. Where are they going to spot? 45-yard line. 40-yard line. God, what's wrong with me? Doesn't get more obvious than that. Very nice carry on the part of Thornburg, who's had a great game. And he drops the snap, picks it right back up like nothing ever happened. He's running around looking for something, can't find much, and runs out of bounds. Maybe a gain of a couple.
Follow the snap. Number 13 scrambles on down.
Impressive on how quickly he picked up that bobbled snap. It's
brings up 2nd down.
Just right back at it. Really nice footwork. Now everything just kind of falls apart there, and yeah, picked up a couple. No, he lost a couple. My bad. God, I'm really having a problem keeping track of the line of scrimmage, folks. I apologize. And there's Thornburg. He's got number 15 wide open for a first down.
Number 13.
That's Barnslater, who was wide open. And Thornburg found him and threw him right in the numbers. And that'll be another Eagles first down. The Orioles are going to have to make a stop. Takes it up to about the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 to go, 9:45 to play in the game. The clock, when you're down this much and you don't have the ball, becoming a factor. High snap. The give to the running back, and he's got room, and he breaks a couple tackles, does a little shake and bake, and he's running down the field and brought down at about the 10 or 11, 12-yard line. That is number 21, Jackson Gross, with another nice run with the help of some really good blocking. Breaks those tackles. The Orioles just cannot stop this offense. And look at him run. That's number 4, Ben Bauer, kind of throwing his body in there to make the tackle, keep him from getting the end zone. But the Eagles are knocking on the door again, deep into Oriole territory. And we are moving backwards. Not sure what happened.
Personal foul.
Oh, wow. Personal foul on the Eagles, backing them way up. And so a big break for the Orioles there. I did not see at all what happened. But a huge break for the Eagles because it wipes away a huge a huge break for the Orioles. Mixing up my birds now after a huge play on the Eagles. And what was the call? I don't know. Something went happen. A personal foul kind of wipes that play away. 9:30 to play in the fourth quarter here. Crunch time for the Orioles. First down for the Eagles. And it's another handoff to Jackson Gross.
Shoved out of bounds by the Orioles.
Pushed out of bounds after a gain of a couple. That'll stop the clock, which is important at this point. The Orioles are going to need, especially with the kind of offense they run, every second they can get if they want to get back into this game. And what they're really going to need right now is a big defensive stop. Can they do it? Can they rise to a very versatile Eagle offense?
Penalty on the Eagles. Correction, penalty on the Orioles.
There's a lot of back and forth happening on the field. Okay, so the ball set at about the 43-yard line. Not sure we have our downs quite right, but and there is Thornburg dancing around. Now he's got a flock of Orioles coming toward him who bring him down short of the first, but a decent gain on the part of Thornburg trying to make something happen where there was nothing.
By number 35, Romero on the play. Also by number 3, Jungroth. Brings up second down.
And here we go. It's going to be second down and just about 1 or 2 yards. Eagles still moving the ball, this time on the ground. Another give to Gross, who gets a little push, and he'll find his way to an Eagle first down. And that'll just keep chewing up this clock as we are about to break the 8-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Clock is stopped to move the sticks.
Number 21 on the carry for the Eagles.
Jackson Gross having himself
Brought
a
down by
nice
the Orioles,
fourth
first down
quarter,
Eagles.
doing some effective running to chew up clock, keep the ball out of the Orioles' hands who need it. Clock running now, 8 minutes to go. Fourth quarter, Eagles up 28-7. Thornburg back, he rolls out, he looks, he finds a man, it's number 15, throws him a little high, but really good hands on the part of Barnslater, who brings it in and hauls it in for a Eagle first down. They are just moving that ball. Look at that catch, nice outstretched. Gets the fingers on it, pulls it right in.
Benishek. First down Eagles.
So 7:35 to go in the fourth. First and 10 again for the Eagles. And Thornburg was going to look deep, didn't have anybody, so he takes off, and it's a really nice gain. He stays up, turns a corner, and he's going to pick up about 7 or 8 yards.
Brought down by number 34, Kasica for the Orioles. Second down.
So that's going to bring up 2nd and 3 for the Eagles, who are knocking on the door in the red zone, ready to really put this one away. And we get another carry, and that'll be an Eagles first down.
Number 13's pass is complete.
Clock stops at 6:42 to move the first down markers.
By number 4, Bauer on the play. First and goal.
First and goal to go for the Apple Valley Eagles, who are poised to pound in another touchdown. Let's see. And that's going to be Gross, who's wrapped up a really nice tackle there. Looks like it was number 44.
21 on the carry, brought down by number 44, Leon.
Salvatore Leon with a nice wrap-up tackle. You like to see him really wrap up like that. 2nd and goal to go here. It's going to be about 6 yards. Oriole faithful getting in this, trying to will their defense to a red zone stop that they need badly as the clock is ticking down to 6 minutes left in this game. The Orioles trailing by 3 touchdowns. Fake give to Gross and a throw over to number 4, Noah Alberts, who can't hang on to it. Incomplete pass will stop the clock. It's going to be 3rd and goal to go. Orioles need a stop here. This close, it wouldn't surprise me if the Eagles tried to kick a field goal if they don't convert, which would make things increasingly difficult for the Orioles because they go down 24. But let's see what happens. Can the Orioles stop them? 5:55 to play in the game. Down 3 touchdowns are the Orioles. And we have a timeout on the field.
Timeout, Eagles.
Eagles take a timeout. They want to make sure they get this right. They want to make sure they manage the clock and find the first down marker, which they'd really like to do here, because if they can get a first down here, they can really chew up a lot more clock and make things really difficult for the Orioles to come back. It's going to be important no matter what, though, for the Orioles to get out there and try to get that ball moving and find that end zone again, if only just to give them a little boost, as this Eagle defense has just pretty much snuffed them out. The Orioles have had a lot of success on the ground, and here you see the Apple Valley schedule. They play Tartan next week, then they go to Robbinsdale Cooper, and then they have St. Thomas Academy come out their way, and then Bloomington Jefferson, and then they're going to head way south on the 18th to go, or no, they're going to, Owatonna's going to head way north up into Apple Valley. High school season just moves by so fast. So here we go. It's 3rd and 6 for the Eagles. The Orioles need a stop. 5:55 to play in the game. And there's a fake handoff. Thornburg will keep it.
Number 13 on the carry for the Eagles.
And not sure where he went down. It's hard to tell from here.
Kasich on the play.
Kasich with the tackle for the Orioles. Clock is ticking. And it's going to be 4th and goal to go.
Number 3.
I don't know what I was talking about, a 4th down. It's to goal. It's goal. Man, I'm struggling, people, tonight. It's my first game of the season. Give me a break. I'm rusty. All right, so it's 4th and goal, and they are kicking a field goal. It is up, and it is good. And the Eagles will take a 31-7 lead here in the 4th quarter. The Orioles have a mighty hill to climb. They have a vast ocean to fly across as they seek to somehow get any way back into this game, get themselves on the board, which they have not done since their first possession in the 1st quarter. Very nice game on the part of the Apple Valley Eagles, an impressive program they have going on over there. But also the Orioles have a really nice growing program. Like I said earlier, it's nice to see so many players on the sidelines this year, which was not the case a few years ago. Coach Foster doing a very nice job with this program. His players seem to love him. Had a few of them in a class I was subbing for today. And we'll see what this Orioles offense can come up with. I, for one, as successful as they have been on the ground, not able to find the end zone, but they've been able to move the ball a little bit here in this half on the ground. I'd really like to see them mix it up and try to get those receivers involved. They're going to need to do that if they want to get back into the game with just 5:14 to play in the 4th quarter and down 24 points. Oriole faithful has not moved. They are happy to be here. They are smiling and dancing on this Thursday night edition of Friday Night Lights. The really short kick takes an Oriole bounce. He picks it up, and boy, is he met hard by number 17, Jaden Romeo Moore. Not sure if it's Jaden Romeo or Romeo, but I guess I'm going
Eagles
with
kick is fielded by number 17.
Romeo.
Schultz, first down Orioles.
So we got a first down at about the 30-yard line for the Orioles. Oof, he's hit hard. Nice tackle. That's the thing about these Eagles. They tackle well, they defend well, they pass well. They have Thornburg's got multiple passing targets, and they run well. Gross having a very nice game, especially this half. And they pick up the ball and run with it.
Number 22, Taylor on the carry for the Orioles. Tripped on the ball.
Taylor back in the game
Eagles.
with a nice little
Brings up
gain
second
for
down.
him. It's going to be second down and about 4 to go. The one thing I have not seen is the tight end Logan O'Dea, who went out with an injury early in the first quarter. And so there's another give to Taylor. Taylor looking to turn a corner, can't do it, and he is brought down for a short loss. Clock will continue to tick down to 4:30 and counting.
Third down.
3rd and 4 to go. And not looking good for the Orioles to get back into this game. But as I said, you'd really like to put together at least one good drive here, find the end zone, and kind of get out on that high note in what's been a very frustrating game, trying to overcome this Orioles defense and trying to stop this, this Eagles defense and trying to stop this Eagles offense. Now Rickard takes the snap. It's a fake give to Taylor. He is going deep, and he just can't quite find number 17, Cooper Schultz,
Number
who is
12,
well
Rickard's
covered.
Pass intended for number 17, Schultz. Falls incomplete.
And so it's 4th and 6.
Fourth down, Orioles.
And it looks like they're going to punt. They don't want to risk giving up the ball this deep in their own territory. And depending on how the Eagles do here, the
Number 3, John
Orioles are
Ross
going to
back
need to
to
come
punt
up
for
with
the
a
Orioles.
quick stop if they want the
Number
ball
8
back.
back to receive the punt for the Eagles.
And we've got number 8, who had a really big first half on some big deep plays. Back to receive, that's Noah Mergerson, who had a very nice game. For some reason, they have not been running him deep this second half. Not sure if he tweaked something. He's been on the field a lot. So here's the punt. It's a deep punt. Mergerson's gonna have to back up. He fields it at about the 24-yard line. Takes a few steps, finds some space, and he's brought down, pushed out of bounds near the 40-yard line. 3:35 to play in the game.
Returns the punt. Shoved out of bounds. Flags on the play.
Looks like we had a flag on the play. Not sure what. We got a conversation happening amongst the refs. Maybe it'll back up the Eagles, which would be good for the Orioles. 3:35 to go. You just saw the conference standings there. I missed it on my screen, but it was there for you. Players taking a knee as the refs are really taking their time giving us a call. Looks like a personal foul on the Orioles.
Personal foul on the Orioles.
Not sure what number or what happened, but that's going to move the Eagles up several yards, pushing them into Oriole territory. The referee there just kind of going on a journey to find the spot for the ball. A 15-yard penalty, and really not what the Orioles wanted to do in the least there. So the ball will be on the Orioles' 47-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Orioles have 3 timeouts left, 3:35 to play in the game. Looks like we might have some backups in as Owen Basbell comes in as a receiver. And we got a nice run play, a good push, and about a 5-yard gain.
Number 21 on the carry for the Eagles.
And again, that's Jackson Gross on the carry, who's had a very nice second half, moving the ball for the Eagles and, more importantly, eating up a lot of clock. So here we go, 2nd and 6, 3:02 to play. Thornburg in the backfield to take the snap. He hands it off to Gross again, who finds some space. He's got a 1st down and more, and he's off, and he will be brought down at about the 25-yard line. Another big running play for Jackson Gross, who's been anything but gross in this second half, running the ball very well, leading the Apple Valley Eagles onto what appears most likely, of course, to be an Apple Valley victory, as they're up 31-7 with 2:30 to play in the 4th quarter, deep in Oriole territory. High snap, another give to Gross. He's wrapped up near the line of scrimmage, and he'll be tackled for a loss. Good wrap-up defense on the part of the Orioles.
Brought down by number 35, Romero. And number 20, Huntley on the carry, on the play.
Clock still ticking. We're going to break through the 2-minute mark here. No 2-minute warning in high school football, but they do stop the clock on 1st downs. So we're inside of 2 minutes here. Eagles taking their time, have had a really nice game today in every dimension. And it's a give to Gross, who's looking to find a corner, can't quite do it. Just going to keep running him at this point. Orioles not calling timeouts.
Brought down by number 44, Lynn.
The 3rd and about
brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 14-ish to go. Presume the Eagles will run here to keep chewing down that clock, and they could just about run this thing out. 1:15 to play. Tough night for the Orioles here at home. But their fans sticking with them. And it's another run. He's wrapped up, and the whistles blow. 55 seconds to play, and it's going to be 4th down. The Eagles will have one more play.
After that play, this brings up 4th down for the Eagles.
Taking their time, ticking down that clock as much as they can. Now we're at about 30 seconds to play. And it's, again, a tough night, tough loss for the Orioles. But boy, did they play a good team here tonight. The Eagles came in ready to go, multi-dimensional in their offense. Multi-dimensional even in their passing game as the clock ticks down to 15 seconds. Presumably the Orioles will take over on downs here. They're just chewing up I don't even know how much time is on the play clock at this point. It's a high snap, and he's going to run the ball, and that's going to end the ball game right there as he goes down as the clock ticks to 0. Would have been a turnover on downs, but they ran out of time, and it's a nice game for the Apple Valley Eagles. Got to tip your hat to them, who I don't even know who would be their player of the game, because you could pick a handful. Final score right there in this Northstar-East-Gold football game. Apple Valley 31, the St. Louis Park Orioles 7. Not a whole lot the Orioles can do, but a lot to work on. Still a lot of season left for the Orioles to improve. And we'll see what they can do next week. It was a fun, beautiful night of Thursday night lights here tonight in St. Louis Park. We're so glad you could join us again. Hats off to the Eagles on a great night of football for them. Very impressive. And always hats off to our beloved Orioles, whom we love no matter what, who play their heart out. Coach Foster has done a very, very nice job with this program. It's a team that doesn't give up. It's a team that plays together and also just seems to love the game. So thank you for joining us tonight. We are thrilled to have you with us. And for all of our Jewish listeners out there, an early Shana Tova to you as you head into your high holiday season. We're glad you could join us. Join us next time here for St. Louis Park Oriole football on ParkTV. I'm Paul Bodwin, delighted to be with you tonight. Have a beautiful, wonderful night, beloved. Be loved.